There is an African proverb that goes, one generation plants the seed, another will get the shade. But with HIV, there is no playing in the shade, only children fighting to live in the great shadow. As small as it seems now, this future for my child is in my hands as I decide. My period has not yet come. I think of what this will mean for me as I make my way along the roads that lead to the only clinic in my community. Jingri Clinic sits on the hill overlooking the Mbashe district. I am thankful as I take a seat in the waiting room that it is now not so far to go. The nearest hospital is over 70 kilometers away. The corridor seems long as I follow the nurse slowly. I know I am with child, pregnant, but I feel alone. The nurse begins to tell me how I need to prepare. She asks me if I know my status. She is talking about HIV. I don't. I listen as she explains why it is important for pregnant women to know. For the baby's future and my own, I agree to be tested. I'm afraid. She explains the blood test and what it means, and I sign a form to say I will test. She puts on gloves and holds a blue needle. She pricks my finger to make it bleed and drips it into a container. I watch as 2 lines appear. I am HIV positive. I fall into the dark shadow of despair. The nurse helps me understand the fight that lies ahead, the battle raging inside my body. She is confident. She tells me how to keep my body strong for my baby. We discuss the feeding plans for the baby. Mixed feeding can pass the virus. I am given daily ARVs and Nevirapine to protect the baby from blood at birth. I return home on the same path I came, but I am not the same person.
When the program now of PMTCT, with the support by MEC, by Unicef, there was a light, because the training of professional nurses on PMTCT, on integrated nutrition, community integrated management of child illnesses, on breastfeeding options, antenatal and postnatal care. Our community health workers now are able to go to the communities and talk about prevention of mother-to-child transmission, calling the communities to come to the clinic before 14 weeks so that they can be put on the program of prevention of mother-to-child transmission. If the information doesn't go to the community, we won't succeed really, because once you involve the community, there will be a positive response. Community involvement, community participation is the key success. We hope that we will sustain whatever has been plowed by MEC, HST and UNICEF in our district. There is a lot of information now in the clinic. The community health workers now are able to give education, whilst the mothers or the pregnant women are waiting there.
I return with my child at 6 weeks. They are going to do a PCR test on him. The nurse takes blood from my child's heel. She makes 3 marks and will be sent to the labs. We will have to wait 2 months for the results. Waiting is difficult. My baby is so small and so innocent. I wish I could undo the past and wipe away the shadow. The results are at the clinic and we return again on the same path, but the distance seems shorter. I'm in the same room, but it somehow seems smaller. The nurse reminds me what to do if my baby is positive. I am praying. She tells me the results. My baby is HIV negative. I have named my child Nabagazi. It means mercy. He will play in the shade.
The current statistic shows that South Africa has managed to reduce the transmission mother to child from 20% 2 years ago to about 10% now. And this has been possible because of course South African government, but also the support that Markets Fund has been providing to South Africa and to Unicef to make sure that the services that are currently so needed are provided to the mothers and the children, even in the remote area of South Africa. So we would like really, from the UNICEF point of view, South Africa and around the globe, thank Markets Fund and its services and all the Markets Fund staff for all the big contribution you're making to change the life of people in South Africa.